Welcome back into the post-game show here at Legion Field. 68th Annual Magic City Classic in the books. Bulldogs win it 21-7. Ted, we've got some stats. Deontay Mason, 21 of 32, 1 interception, 273 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fine day by the redshirt freshman.
Good job by Coach Pearl, Coach Jones, to get Deontay ready to play today, Lee. You know, we talked about in the pregame show, what does it do if Mason plays? Well, we got to get him in front of 55,000 fans here today, get him used to playing quarterback, and he hadn't played quarterback in 2 years. So not only does he have to learn the offensive system, he has to get back to learning how to command the offense while he's on the field.
Attendance today was a little off, Ted. We usually average about 67, 68,000, down to 55. That's still the largest Black College Football Classic attended this season, as it beats the Atlanta Football Classic, and they had 51,000, and today we have 55. So that's the official attendance. Rushing department, Ulysses Banks, 18 carries, 67 yards, 1 touchdown.
Good job coming back after being injured for a few weeks. He looked good out there, folks.
Deontay Mason, 8 carries, 49 yards, along of 13. Roger Smith, 1 carry, 3 yards. Tony Green, 1 carry for 1 yard. Also in the rushing department for the Bulldogs, that's it. Total, Tony Green had 1 carry for 1 yard. Total rushes for the Bulldogs is 28 carries for 120 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Thomas Harris, 7 receptions, 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rashad Johnson, 4 catches, 30 yards. Quentin Carlock, 3 catches, 33 yards. Ulysses Banks, 2 catches, 20 yards. Torrey Smith, 2 catches, 16 yards. Roger Smith, 1 catch for 17 yards. Tony Green and Anthony Mitchell made receptions for no yards. 21 receptions by the Bulldog receiving corps, 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. For Alabama State, Anthony Spate, 10 of 24, 1 interception, 99 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Chris Mitchell, 1 of 1 for 28 yards. Anthony Spate, for Alabama State, 14 carries, 40 yards. Craig Freeman, 1 carry, 7 yards. Ramad Traylor, 10 carries, 5 yards. Good job by the Bulldog defensive unit. Traylor averaged over 85 yards per game here for Alabama State. And you look at Ramad Traylor averaging over 85 yards a game. Bulldogs hold him to 5 today.
Deontay Mason is the offensive MVP today, and Afu Okeson was the defensive MVP of the Magic City Classic.
Ted, just going back to what thank you for that. Deontay Mason and Afu Okeson. Talk about the Bulldogs defensive unit. Ramad Traylor, over 85 yards rushing per game on the season, only 5 today.
Well, Coach Towns said it. They knew that they could shut Alabama State down. And that's one thing we can say about our team this year. The coaches know very well what the student athletes can do. Now our challenge now, Lee, at the end of this one, is getting ready for a long bus ride and a hard game coming from Prairie View, who's undefeated in the conference this year, who's probably had the best team in the SWAC the last 2.5 years. So if we're going to go to the SWAC championship game, it really needs to start in Prairie View. It's another business trip, and that means put on your pinstripe suits, get your ties knotted up, get your cufflinks shine, your shoes shine, because, baby, it's about business in Houston, Texas next week.
Bulldogs win it 21-7 here at Legion Field. Some final stats to pass along, team stats. Bulldogs rushing attempts 28 times, 120 yards. Alabama State, 27 carries, 53 yards. Passing department, Alabama A&M 21 of 32, 1 interception for 273 yards. And Alabama State 11 of 25, 1 interception, 127 yards. Total offense, Bulldogs 393 yards, Alabama State 180.
No fumbles today, no fumbles lost.
Bulldogs win the time of possession, 33 minutes to 26. That's been a stat that we
That's
are winning all season. Ted, your final thoughts. Deontay Mason, great job today. He's the offensive MVP for the Bulldogs. We win it 21-7. Fear the thumb. We make it 5 in a row. Looking for 6 next year. Coach Lewis Cruz won 7 in a row. Coach Jones needs 2 more to tie that mark.
Not only is Coach Jones on Coach Cruz's heel as far as being the winningest coach in Alabama A&M history, he's on the verge of catching him in the straight wins here at the Magic City Classic. You know, this is a good family affair. It's the Hatfields and the McCoys. It's probably one of the best rivalries in black college football behind Alabama A&M and Tuskegee. And, oh, by the way, the Bulldogs win the state championship by defeating Tuskegee and Alabama State. Miles and Stillman, y'all are still little brothers. We won't let y'all play yet.
Happy Halloween to everyone in the Bulldog Nation. Ted's got his Halloween costume on. You want to see him wear it? www.aamusports.com. You can see all the information about Alabama A&M athletics there. Click on the left side. It's the Bulldog YouTube channel. You can see this post-game show. Ted's got his helmet on, looking crazy. Coach Brodsky Town said he wore it back in 1969. Bulldogs victorious 21-7. Next week, we will see you from Prairie View A&M. 2 o'clock kickoff. Pre-game is at 1 o'clock right here on 90.9 WJAB. For Ted Dixie, Michael Burns, Raymond Cutts Jr., everyone back at the station, we want to thank you for getting us on and off the air, and thank you for making us a part of your afternoon. Alcorn loses, Bulldogs control their destiny. I'm Lee Jean until next week saying, go Bulldogs. Good night, everyone.